Hello everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have an unboxing. So this is an Illumicrate box, but I don't think it's the monthly Illumicrate subscription. I'm pretty sure I did not get it this month, which means this is something that I pre-ordered and I don't remember what we actually have in here. It says there's 3 books, hardback books times 3. So yes, this has to be a pre-order of some sort and I'm blanking. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna open it on camera, see what we have in here. They're obviously going to be special editions in some way, so let's jump into it. Here we go. We have paper. Oh, okay. I think I remember getting these. Okay, so part of this is because I am a book hoarder. I got the Falconer series by Elizabeth May. So I have previously read Seven Devils, which is by L.R. Lamb and Elizabeth May. So I've not read anything by just this author. I've been intrigued by the series previously. However, it's also not exactly what you would think. So the Falconer series is originally a YA series. And it was originally a YA series because this author intended for it to be more for adults, but to get it published the way that it was published, like traditionally published, they ended up making it a YA series, and it has since been out of print for a while. The rights have gone back to the author, and apparently the author has decided to go with Illumicrate for now, and eventually will, I think, come out in other places with like actual books, like physical books, ebooks, all this kind of stuff. But she's changed it back to adult. Added more romance, I'm pretty sure, plus other things. I don't know what those other things are going to be. But yeah, so I have the whole trilogy now. So the first book is The Falconer. I really do like this sort of more, I was gonna say simplistic cover. I don't think it's necessarily simplistic, but like the stylized, like the decoration and stuff on it. Like I just like the way that this looks. Like it's not a person on the cover. And so yeah, I think this is historical fantasy. We do have really nice edges and everything too, which is so cool. Nothing on the top or the bottom. And then let's get into this. So underneath our dust jacket, this is what the book looks like underneath. It looks like we have some sort of like wolf creature, and it is the same on the back. I really love that this is like a whole design underneath the dust jacket. Here is the spine. Very, very pretty. And then we do have very pretty end papers. Is it the same on the other side? It is not. So here's the end papers for that as well. One thing I noticed when I was just like opening the cover is there was this like content warning here, which I love that people do nowadays. Not that I necessarily need a content warning for a lot of things, but it does say The Falconer includes a number of themes some readers may prefer not to engage with. Those include but are not limited to murder, violence, mention of murder of a parent off-page, cutting or ritual bloodletting, and PTSD. This work also contains allusions to sexual violence and consumption of blood, exsanguination, which some readers may find upsetting. Please read with care. I like when they include that kind of stuff. We do also have like an author's note in here, and they are going to be physically signed. I think all of them, but at least this first one is definitely a marker. So that's book 1. And like I said, I actually don't know too much about this, so maybe I should also read you guys the summary of book 1, just so we're all on the same page. Let's see. My name is Lady Ileana Cameron. I'm hoping I'm saying that all correctly. We'll see. First, the Fae murdered my mother, then they destroyed the world. Now I'm fighting for more than revenge. Lady Ileana Cameron was destined to a life carefully planned around Edinburgh's social events, right up until a fairy murdered her mother. Now, between social engagements, she slaughters the Fae in secret, determined to track down that fairy and to destroy any others who cross her path. but midwinter is approaching and a battle looms. Ileana is going to have to decide how much she's willing to lose and just how far she'll go to avenge her mother. Okay, so a wicked cocktail of Jane Austen's high society and Grimm's fairy tales, according to Sci-Fi Now at least. I'm, like I said, very, very curious about this. I love also that they have the numbers on the spine, because I would not be able to tell you what the next book is out of the 3. So let's see. Is this 2? It is 2. Great. Okay, so book 2, I don't know if you guys were able to tell. Book 1's like a nice dark green. Book 2 is a very rich dark purple, and it's called The Vanishing Throne. Again, I really, really do like the way the covers are. Like, there's just something about it. We do still have the thistle, which is very Scottish, on those edges. And so let's jump into here. Okay, so this second book has more of a bird on it. I do not know which kind, but a bird. A falcon. Would that make sense? Maybe. So here is end page 1, which is a little bit dark. Okay. And then, okay, the other one looks a little bit better. Very excited for that. Again, I'm not going to go into the summary for this because this is the second book in the series that I have not read, but that's book 2. And then we have book 3. And book 3 is a very dark blue. Like, it almost looks black, but it is a dark blue. And so book 3 is The Fallen Kingdom. Here's the spine on that one. Again, thistles on our edges. Let's see. Okay, this one has a horse on it. Again, the designs are the same on the back and the front. End papers. Here's the front end papers. And the back end papers, definitely leaning into those romance feelings more, which is very exciting. And it does look like, just so we know, only the first book is signed, which is perfectly fine. I can never remember what they say is going to be signed or not. Not necessarily like the biggest draw for me. I'm mostly in it for the very pretty books. So here are all 3 books together. I actually really like how deep and dark the colors are for these. They look very sort of fancy almost, in my opinion. Like, they look really, really nice together. Again, also like the edges. Very nice. I also like that they are all thistles, but they're not exactly the same. You know what I mean? Like, the pattern and stuff, just a little bit different. I like that. I like that you can tell they're meant to go together, but they're not the exact same thing. Let me know if you've read this series before, but again, keep in mind that if you have, it's not going to be the exact same as this one. This is going to be an adult fantasy romance. I think it's fantasy romance series compared to the previous release of this, which was YA. I'm very curious to see how these are going to go, what people are going to think, because the author did have a message out, like was it on Threads or something like that, when this was first announced with Illumicrate, like very much stating that this was more of what she thought these were supposed to be originally, even though they were YA. So she added stuff in, changed things around a little bit. This is almost like sort of like how like the Bone season now has Samantha Shannon's like new stuff in it. Like, this is like the new reimagined the Falconer series. It's going to have the author having more experience with writing and making it a whole leap from young adult to adult. So yeah, I'm very excited. I bought these. I forgot I was getting them in. I don't know if I got an email saying that they were coming out soon. I probably did. But yeah, we got new books. New books. What's new? If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. So I will see you then. Bye.